Skip Bayless, for you. Will your Cowboys win their division?
Yes, they will. And Stephen A. Smith, I am the first to admit, maybe I'm just swept up in the feel-goodness of Thanksgiving Day. and I must remind you that Thanksgiving Day for Cowboy fans is always a great day because it's in November and not in December. And so it's just very possible that I'm falling back into the trap again. It's very possible that I'm getting caught up into what has become the biggest annual tease in all of sports, my Dallas Cowboys, and I am a lifelong fan because, as you well know, in the month of December, they are often, to quote my friend Stephen A., an accident waiting to happen. But as we stand right now, Dallas Cowboys are 4-0 in the NFC East, or maybe the least. So maybe we're talking about by default here. But as I look at this schedule, Stephen A., they should win this division. Now, as we all know, should win and did win often don't quite translate for the Dallas Cowboys. But as I look down, should they beat Oakland today? Yeah, they should. We'll talk more about the game in particular a little later in the show. But then my Dallas Cowboys get 11 days off to play a Monday night football game in Chicago. Will Jay Cutler be back for that game? I don't know. Will the Bears defense be back for that game? I doubt it because it's turned into a disaster. Then it's on to Washington, Redskins, disaster. Then it's Philly in Dallas, maybe for the division, maybe for all the marbles. Dallas won at Philly already this year, 17-3. I would say this schedule says advantage Dallas. I skipped over the Green Bay game because I'm not sure they can beat Aaron Rodgers if he's back when they play at Jerry World. So I'll give Dallas 10-6, and that should be enough by default to win the NFC least.
Skip Bayless, I was inclined to disagree with you because I looked at the Philadelphia Eagles, the worst passing attack in the NFL. I'm talking the worst passing defense in the NFL. They can't defend against the pass. We all know that. I'm looking at a Shady McCoy. I'm looking at a Deshaun Jackson. I'm looking at a Riley Cooper balling the way that he's been balling. Nick Foles throwing the football the way that he's been throwing the football. The Philadelphia Eagles playing the way that they've been playing, bending but not breaking. And I was inclined to pick the Philadelphia Eagles. But then I looked at the schedule and something happened. Number one, I believe the Philadelphia Eagles are going to lose to Arizona this weekend. I believe that the Dallas Cowboys are going to beat the Raiders today. That would give the Dallas Cowboys a one-game lead over the Philadelphia Eagles, not to mention they beat Philadelphia earlier this year when they played them and beat them 17-3 in Philadelphia. So then no matter what happens, there would have to be a total and colossal collapse by the Dallas Cowboys in the 3 weeks to follow in order for them to lose this division because their last game of the season is in Dallas against the Philadelphia Eagles, which I believe is going to be a tough game for the Eagles to win where, you know, DeMarcus Ware and all of those boys are expected to be back. So in light of the fact that Dallas has already beaten them once, combined with the fact that they'll probably have a one-game lead over the Eagles by the end of this weekend because Dallas will win the day and the Eagles will lose on Sunday, then you're talking about the Dallas Cowboys in all likelihood being a game up on the Philadelphia Eagles, with the Philadelphia Eagles desperately needing to win that game just to get into the playoffs, Dallas needing it too, but they'll be on their home turf in the Big D, and I'm going to predict that the Dallas Cowboys by default win this farce of a division, which is called the NFC East, and they will go into the playoffs that way by beating the Philadelphia Eagles on the last game of the season in Dallas.